Okay, let's see it. Where's the new champion? Where's the new champion? Where's the new champion? So, AMBESSA abilities and ability reveal gameplay. Let's see it. Passive Drakehound Step. Passive Drakehound Step. Entering an attack or movement command while casting an ability will cause AMBESSA to dash a short distance once the ability is cast. Casting an ability grants her next attack bonus range, damage, attack speed, and funds energy. Wait, she uses energy. Oh, okay, that's good to know. So we finally are getting another character that uses energy. Though I do have to admit that energy for the most part has been a very fake resource in League of Legends. Most of the energy champs throughout years do not really have... It doesn't feel like they even use energy. They use no cost. Like a good example of that is Shen. That character will never run out of energy ever. Almost ever. Let me see this again. Wow. 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 I mean, okay. This kind of gives me vibes of kind of like a Salas type of passive, but instead of it being like only stronger on your autos and giving you wave clear, instead it gives you a dash, which is insane. And you can already see a clip here where you can, like, there will be certain matchups where this dash is going to completely ruin what you can do to the champion, because you can just dash out of abilities like that, and it's going to be all about timing. So this passive already seems to be very high-low skewed, honestly, but yeah, okay, I mean, crazy passive. That's a really pretty good passive. Q, Cunning Sweep, Sundering Slam. AMBESSA sweeps her twin Drakehounds in a semi-circle in front of her, dealing bonus damage to enemies hit by the blades. Striking an enemy will transform the next cast of this ability for a short period of time, causing her to slam her twin Drakehounds down in a line in front of her, dealing bonus damage to the first enemy hit. Okay, so it's just like this is obviously the ability you're gonna max, right? Obviously, just looks to be like, okay, wave clear ability, okay, like trading ability. Okay, let's see from the beginning again. So it's like a Darius Q, but instead of it being a full circle, it's only in front of you. Oh. I mean, wow. So, okay, the second part of Q has like a very straight hitbox, kind of like a ZW. But like the broken part about this is that like if this ability just costs little energy, like... Wait, let me see this again, hold on.
Hi, I never have time to watch anymore, but you deserve, I guess.
Thank you. Both Qs do cost energy though, both Qs cost energy. Okay, so both Qs cost energy, and on top of that, you can see on the HP bar right here, she can only store up to 3 passive auto attacks, just like Salas. This is all the same. But yeah, this spell works insanely well with the passive, you know, like we already see it. This spell is just insanely good with passive. Like I could see champions being able to maybe sidestep the second part of Q, but the first part just seems to be unmissable for the most part. I would even argue the second part seems to be insanely fast, and I'm not sure if people will be able to sidestep this. W. Repudiation. I don't know what that means. AMBESSA gains a shield, briefly braces herself, and then slams to the ground to damage nearby enemies. If she blocked any non-minion damage while bracing herself, this ability will deal increased damage. Oh, okay. So if you time it well and you block champion damage, it's going to do more damage. Okay, let's see the ability. This ability seems to be also kind of simple, honestly. Wait, what? It has a massive dash. Like what? Am I missing something? Oh, it's passive? Wait, is this still passive? I guess it's all passive. Never mind. This doesn't have a dash. It's just passive. Everything is a dash because of passive. Okay, like there's nothing wrong with this ability. It seems to be kinda okay, right? It does make sense for the character. A lot of like bruiserish champions do want like a shield or some sort of like utility spell, especially on W. We have a lot of champs like that. Like Sound has a shield, Cassandra has a W. Like there's a bunch of champs like that. But like, I still think this ability is just a cooler Sound W. Like honestly, this is just so much cooler. You get a dash, it does damage. It's very simple. Like, the hitbox seems to be pretty big. I don't feel like you're gonna be able to miss this. I mean, sure, the ability is a little bit rewarding with skill here, where if you like attack a champion, right, you gain more damage. But like the thing is like, it's kind of whatever. I don't know, like it's whatever, I guess, to me. It's a fine ability, nothing wrong with it. Nothing too crazy. Wait, let me see this clip again. Yeah, it's a fine ability. Okay. Elacritate. AMBESSA weeps her twin J-counts around herself, damaging and slowing nearby enemies. Wait, another Waveker tool? Another, like, spin slash? Initiating J-count step from this ability causes her to strike a second time at the end of its dash. Lacerate? Lacerate? I don't know what that means, guys. Okay. Is this just Darius Q without the middle part? Is this what I'm reading right now? Lacerate? Lacerate? I mean... I don't know, like, I don't think the ability is super wow, but at the same time, it's like a Kane Q, 2 Kane Q, so like 2 Darius Qs without the middle part, I guess. I thought this ability, okay, it does have a slow, that's something, but I thought this ability would like maybe heal you or something like that, but I guess not. So this champion really does feel very spammy though. Like, I feel like you're going to be spamming her basic abilities all the time because you have energy costs. Like, I feel like this champion is just going to be spam abilities, and you're just going to be dashing a lot because of it. Our Public Execution. That's an interesting name to go on the champion. Surely there's going to be no memes about that. AMBESSA blinks to the farthest enemy champion in a line of her choosing and surpasses them upon her arrival. She then slams the enemy into the ground where they take damage and are stunned. What? That looks so weird. Let me see this again. Okay.
Midley Dolly?
So much mobility. So much mobility. Okay, so the R, I don't know what to think of it. Like, okay, so I think the R is pretty well designed in a sense of that I feel like the hitbox seems to be small enough where you can actually sidestep that. And this ability does need to have setup, honestly. You can easily flash it, you can probably dash it with anything, you can even maybe outplay it with Moonspit. I can definitely see the R having some counterplay. Personally, I don't think it looks as broken as you might think. it also can be probably blocked by enemies, right? Because it probably hits the... Oh, it blinks to the farthest enemy champion. Oh, okay. Okay, so I guess you can't be in front of her. Okay, that's interesting. But I don't know, what is the kit supposed to be? Is it supposed to be a bruiser, or is it supposed to be a tank or assassin? Like, what is this? Because it gives me kind of bruiser/assassin feeling. But honestly, like, the R seems fine. I don't think it's too out of line. I do think that this is not like a new ability. This just kind of feels like a Yon ult, but instead of like being 5-man Yon ult, you can only hit like one champion. And it's kind of weird, but it's really fast Yon ult. Or like a Vi ult, I don't know, something like that. But okay, just looking at the champion, the passive is going to be extremely easy to use because it just makes tons of sense with her kit. Honestly, her kit in general together, I think does make a lot of sense. She has good wave clear. She has excellent mobility. I don't know about like damage. I don't know how much like energy issues she's gonna be having, but I assume because it's a new character, what Riot likes to do is just like do energies, like make it so you never run out of energy, like make it so you never run out of energy. But also like one thing I don't understand is that it doesn't feel like an energy champion to me. I don't know if I'm the only one who gets that feeling, but I thought like energy champs would be like assassins or ninjas or something like that. But like I don't understand exactly why this champion would have energy. It doesn't really feel that way to me at all, but whatever, that's like a separate point. The passive is insane. I think the Q is like easy to use for the most part. Super simple ability. W, super simple ability. E, kinda also simple ability. And ultimate, not so simple. You're obviously gonna need to like require setup for this. So okay, if I understand correctly, her only CC is on E, right? Because Q doesn't have CC. Q is just a damage spell. W is just a shield and damage, and E is CC, so E. So maybe the combo is gonna be like E into ult. Maybe that's how you're gonna set up your ultimate, as it might be hard to hit this ultimate. I can definitely see the ultimate being really hard to hit on this champion. But I don't think the champion looks very hard to play for the most part. Like, yeah, people are gonna need to be used to ult mostly and just dashing and stuff and making abilities in the right order, like just like basically like a Riven type of stuff. But past that point, it doesn't seem like any ability is too complicated. I feel like she's gonna be on the easy side once you learn just the fundamentals of this character. I wonder if she can go through walls. You know, that's something that's not like they don't say here. Like, can she go through walls with E or W or whatever? But it's like, it's a weird character. It's a really weird character. I'm assuming Cleaver is also gonna be a build that she's gonna be doing. So okay, now there's apparently numbers as well. Let me open the numbers, because apparently we have the numbers. So this is the first one. Is this all the numbers right here? This is all the numbers, and then so what do we see here? Let me just read through and then see what am I, if there's anything special here. It does, okay, so Q, this is not written, Q does max health damage. So I think one of the problems with this character that I see is like lack of CC is very apparent here, but she has like very good mobility to compensate for it. But yeah, Q has max % health. We all know how broken that is. Even the second part of Q also has max health damage. It seems like Q has like a 50% damage reduction that are not about champions, right? Oh, no. You can see right here, so the Q, you have to hit the edge of the strike. If you don't, they take less damage. So this is like Darius Q. So there's some skill expression in Q. And both parts of Q work like that, it seems like. W, shield for 1.5 seconds, which is like okay time for shield. This is like Yon, I think, kind of like Yon W. Braces herself for 0.5 seconds. Oh, so the W gets increased shield if a red buff or blue buff hits you, or if a tower hits you. What the fuck? So she gets a bigger shield if the tower shot hits her. So she's better at tanking tower shots. That's also, I didn't know that. Okay, let's read E. E has a slow of 99%, which decays over 1 second. This means that E into ult is gonna be the combo, because it's 99% slow. Okay, Okay, and then ult. Wait. Ultimate AMBESSA gains 30% armor penetration, and her abilities heal her for 15% of the damage she dealt. I mean, Panton, hey Panton, can I steal your passive but make it cooler? Like what? Because I was thinking, number one, she has good wave care, good mobility. Damage seems to be fine on the champion, but like I was like kind of curious, does she have percent damage? Where is the sustain? Because like if this champ has no sustain, you could just poke her out and then she kind of becomes weak, right? And also lack of CC seems to kind of be the problems of the character so far. But I mean, when I read this ultimate passive, sure, you don't get the sustain till level 6, but like, I mean, so the armor penetration inbuilt into the kit, I would like, first of all, I was assuming that she would be a good Black Cleaver user, because a haste on her makes a lot of sense, because her abilities need to be spammed, because her passive needs to be procced as much as possible. So I was thinking that Cleaver does seem to be like a very good item on her just by default. But Cleaver plus this, like I feel like the champion will just build very similar to Pantheon. Like it has to be similar to Pantheon. Yeah, she heals off her abilities, but here's my problem. Here's the thing that I don't know. Does it heal you if you hit a minion, or does it only heal you if you hit a champion? Because there's a big difference there, right? Because if it heals you if you hit a minion, there's a lot of sustain here. This is a level 3 ultimate, that is true. So at rank 1 of ultimate, it's going to be only 10% armor pen. Which, let me see, Pantheon ultimate is 25% effective versus minions. Okay. Pantheon ultimate is how much armor pen? Pantheon ultimate is also 10 to 30, so it's the same. I didn't read these lines yet. AMBESSA becomes unstoppable. So unstoppable ultimate, which makes sense. It obviously feels super bad when your ultimate gets cancelled. This makes totally like a lot of sense. This is why Yon has unstoppable, Malphite is unstoppable. A lot of champions have unstoppable. It's even Briar, I think. So like this makes a lot of sense why it's unstoppable. This has to be in the kit, as the ultimate will get cancelled by certain abilities and the character will feel way too bad to play. Blinks to the farthest champion, surpassing the target for 0.75 seconds. Slamming them into the ground, dealing physical damage, 100% bonus physical damage. So, okay, so ultimate, yeah, and then healing is 25% effective against minions, and 40% effective against monsters. So, okay, it does feel like, to me, the kit is good enough to be a jungler. Like, honestly, I definitely see this champion being able to be a jungler as well as a laner. And then the last thing that I do want to say is that, okay, I didn't read passive, actually. Passive gives you charge for 4 seconds. I think Salas is probably around there as well. She gains 100 attack range, which is insane. 100 attack range. 0 chance she's a jungler? I don't see why not. What? If she can go over walls with W and E, this champion is 100% a jungler. If she has good enough clear. 50% attacks with 100 range. I mean... I don't know what her base range is, but if her base range is 200, I assume it's probably 150. But if her base range is 200, she's going to outspace every single top laner in the game almost. Also, the passive restores 70 energy. Let me actually read 70 energy, no cost ultimate, and 70 energy. So, okay, this means that you can do basically 3 spells and then your So this passive incentivizes you to constantly auto. If you don't auto, you run out of energy really fast. So it does seem like this champion would probably be pretty bad in losing matchups. Like if you're getting pushed in and you can't auto-attack minions or stuff. It does feel like she kind of does struggle that way. But, you know, passive is 70 energy and you get 1 passive stack for every ability. This basically means that as long as you can auto-attack, you will never run out of energy. You have permanent spells forever. And I would say, and you can auto-attack probably anything and it gives you energy, right? Like anything, like you can auto-attack a ward or a minion or anything. Also, every single ability of hers does physical damage. There's no magic damage in the kit. This is why armor pen is really good on her, and this is why the passive, I guess, on the R is like that, and this is why she's probably a cleaver champion. She buys cleaver, she has this passive, and all of a sudden, like, armor is no longer that effective into her. I mean, it's cool. I think it's a cool champ. Do I think it's too broken? It's hard to say, but I definitely think It could be really strong. It could be scary. I don't think people should be overreacting. Like, at least I would say passive is kind of crazy, but I think the rest of abilities are kind of in line with like nothing too crazy. But the passive is absolutely nuts. Like the passive is... I think this passive is crazy. The amount of dashes... Like, certain champions will just not be able to play into this. Like, you will play against, like, for example, Darius, and she will always dash into you, so your Q will never be able to hit her. Or, I don't know, you're gonna be playing against some skillshot champ, like, I don't know, maybe like Syndra, and you will just always be able to jump spells of her. I don't know. It depends how smooth the champion is, like how fast she can dash and jump when she casts an ability. That also matters a lot, but passive is just crazy. Well, I mean, okay, I guess we'll see. Also, the stun is only 0.4 seconds, so it doesn't seem like the ultimate has a lot of utility. I mean, to be honest, it's a suppression for 0.75, then it's a stun for 0.4, so that's like 1.1 second of CC on a champion. It's not bad, it's like okay. Alright, that's kind of it. Those are my thoughts. I mean, yeah, we'll see, I guess. Looks to be fine. Also, the kit seems to be a jungler top to me. Jungler top, or maybe in some specific matchup mid. It doesn't seem to be a support at all. It doesn't seem to be a ADC at all. Maybe with like Senna, lol. Doubt it though. With Senna, I could see it maybe. Also, I don't really understand why people are comparing the new champion to Cassandra. I don't see it. I don't think the new champion is anything like Cassandra. The kit is not similar at all. I think the kit would probably be more similar to a Riven maybe than a Cassandra, like honestly. But I don't think it's similar to Riven either.